What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to NEO Scavenger. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. So, I wanted to do one follow-up video at the very least, assuming we don't do an entire series. I wanted to do at least one more video to give you a bit more details for any new players out there after the first video, especially because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of new players from the mobile release of the game. And number two, to also congratulate the winners. If you guys saw the first video with the giveaway, I gave 10 keys away, so I gave those away already on the 24 hours after the first video went live. So I sent the keys out, everybody got them, so for those that won, congratulations. For all of you guys that participated and didn't win, don't feel too disappointed. I will probably do a couple more giveaways down the line, maybe with some Steam keys. I usually get a bunch of Steam keys, so, you know, just keep your ear out, and I'm pretty sure I'll have an announcement for any more giveaways in the future. But for now, I want to do one more video on this because, you know, I kind of got the itch again. Now, you'll probably notice, however, that I'm on the PC version now because I just feel more comfortable with the PC version. Just, you know, this is where I played it the entire time. I got to the point that I was at, though, and on the first video. We left the facility. I had the same skills. I got basically some clothes again. And I have 2 weapons. So I'm over here wandering around with 2 sharpened spears. If anybody wants to get crazy, I will indeed get crazy with them. So, for now, let's go on down to, I see a little cottage over here, or... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm not worried about Dogman, feral dog. I'm worried about Rio Dogman. Dogman. Now, you know, we fought Dogman in the facility, but that was a scripted event. As long as you had tough or melee or whatever, you can beat him. Fighting a Dogman in the real game? Really bad decision if you don't have the proper equipment for it. And right now, with a couple of sharpened spears, this is not the time to fight that Dogman. So, I'm going to do something really quickly here, which is to go into the abandoned mobile home. Oh man, I only have 1 move left. This might not be the best idea, honestly. I should just probably try to run. You know what? Can I change my mind? I don't want to scavenge this mobile home. As a matter of fact, I just want to leave. Because that Dogman is going to get to me and he's going to rip me apart. I'm going. I'm coming down here. We're out of moves. Let's go ahead and end my turn here. Please do not show up. Feral dogs could fight each other all you want. Alright, the Dogman stayed above. Maybe he's fighting the feral dogs. I don't know. Maybe he's their master. He is a Dogman after all. Maybe he is a master. Who knows? Let's jump into the city over here. Please, Dogman, keep away. Let's scavenge over here if we can. Straight office building. The safety is high enough that I don't really want to use mechanic and drop my loot, so we found nothing useful. Alrighty, scavenge again. We have a storage shed. Are you going to be locked is my question. You are not locked. You're actually unlocked. Oh, nice, a firefighter. A firefighter! Yeah, you know, to me, lighters in reality are just firefighters. Finding a lighter is so useful because it makes, you know, making fires, campfires, easy on the fly, so I'm happy to have that. Binoculars is actually really good because it gives you a bit more vision on the map. Which I believe we could do still like half of one. It's not a full binocular, but we can still use half as long as we combine it with some threads, if I'm right. So let's come on down over here and let's see if I remember this properly. Does it have to be the small one or does it have to be the medium one? Well, let's just make the medium one for now. And then you come up here. Get up there. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna make the scope. So my half binocular is turning into a scope. It's great. So now we'll confirm, make that. And now we come over here, we should be able to equip that around our neck. Please, equip yourself. Now, you saw my hesitance right there when it came to putting that on. This talisman, if you're new to the game, don't. As a matter of fact, if you're new to the game, go ahead and take it off. Go ahead and take it off. No, I feel bad about that. Don't take it off. If you want to try what happens, take it off on a throwaway run, but otherwise, do not take that medallion off. So now we have the scope, and if we come over here to the map now, well, I guess we'll see after we're done scavenging, but I'm going to show you the premise of the scope here. It helps you out in combat on occasion, too, but the really cool stuff about it is the map now. We have 1 more hex of vision. Before, I think we were limited to just like up to here, and now we have 1 extra hex field of vision, which is actually really good. Gives you an idea what's ahead so you don't run smack dab into, you know, say a Dogman, which would be really terrible. So, let's see. I'm not going to use mechanic for that. If I use the light source, it will actually increase my loot. It does drop your sneaking a little bit, so people might be able to detect you from farther, but it's still pretty useful. But you don't want to always use it because Well, I mean, 66.6 condition is still pretty high. Yeah, I don't have to worry too much about it breaking. So I have a hoodie on, I have 3 shirts on. I have the Moondog shirt on, the 3-Dog Moon. There used to be a popular rumor back in the day where apparently this lured Dogmen to you. Is that really true or not? Did anybody ever get, like, the logistics behind the Dogman shirt? Because I have it on, and I ran into a Dogman, so am I luring them to me by wearing their shirt? I don't know, I'm a bit worried now. Let's go ahead and grab you guys and stack you here. And that's really all I want here. We got some... The foil is not a bad thing. If you're looking to complete the game, or at least one of the better endings, you're going to want to make yourself an entire suit of tinfoil. And again, I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you're new. I'll let you figure that out, but it's something you might want to aim at some point for. And here we have some newspaper. If you read these, you'll get a lot of information about the game, the story, the lore behind it, and all that jazz. So we're done here. Let's go ahead and end our turn. There's a couple of feral dogs running around, but I'm not too worried about them. They're not too bad in combat. It's Dogmen who I'm worried about. Plus, if we even kill the dogs, the feral dogs, we could, you know, butcher them down for some extra food. Which, by the way, we don't have any food at all. So, it's one of the things we might... Oh, we got ourselves a monkey wrench. Monkey wrench is a really good weapon if you could actually land a hit with it. So, you know what? I'm going to say we say goodbye to one of our sharpens. Get out of here. There you go. Oh, and I also forgot. I made the trav wall while we were transitioning between the PC video I did over to the mobile version to the PC. I made a trav wall, which is a really, really good early item to make, and you need the mechanic skill for that. So what this does, it lets you carry a lot more items without bags, which is really good. I'm looking for a shopping cart, but I haven't found one just yet. Ooh, we found a noise trap. Noise trap is really good when you need to sleep. If you put those around you, it will make noise and alert you if there's anybody trying to steal your stuff or attack you at nighttime when you're sleeping, which can happen. You can indeed be ambushed by Dogmen in your sleep and get killed, so noise traps are actually very good. You can make them, in case you're wondering. So that's cool. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead, and I think we're done scavenging over here, right? Yeah. I'm not even sure where we're going. If I go up here, up this way, there is a really big event over there. Apparently, they have, like, fights up there. And it's really vicious. I think you need a certain type of skill and items to survive. But there's an event up here. I think I'm heading towards another event right now, too. So there's a bunch of events in the game. Oh, we have a dude, a stranger. Are you a bad guy? Are you a good guy? Who's to say? Who's to say? Am I hungry? No, I'm good right now. Temperature, everything's looking pretty good. Come down here. Should we engage with this fella here? He's a stranger. He's got a broad spear, which is not any sort of weapon to scoff at. He's feeble and he's tough. Interesting combination. Let's see if he wants to talk. We move without them watching. He nods upwards. He doesn't stop to talk. Oh, so you believe in aliens or something? Okay. Well, he's a good guy. He's just a little bit wacky. But he's a good guy, I think. So I'll leave him alone. This is the event I talked about. For this one, you could die very easily if you have no idea what you're up to. And since I haven't played this game in a very long time, I don't think I should be heading there. But there is a really big event there. It's raining now, too. That's no good. Let's see. What's in my trav wall? Okay, I have a couple of bottles. I need to fill those up with water at some point. I'm surprised this meat's still in any sort of, you know, condition to be eaten right now. There's a Shaquille O'Neal in the forest over there. Of course, if you are... Uh-oh. Oh, God. Search. Oh, it's a guy from earlier. Martha's army soldier. Oh, you're from Martha's crew. I'm surprised he didn't want to fight me earlier. I mean... Offer to talk? Okay, it's cool. Is it just... I haven't played this in a very long time. Aren't they supposed to be, like, aggressive on sight? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Am I thinking of the Bad Mothers? I think I'm thinking of the Bad Mothers. There's a enemy kind called the Bad Mothers, and they're bad dudes. Hence their name, Bad Mothers. But, I thought Martha's army was also a bad dude, but apparently not. Anyway, if you are a long-term viewer, or if you've been on the channel for a while, you've seen my other NEO Scavenger series, you will understand the joke about Shaq in the forest. Instead of Shaq in the forest, like a legitimate Shaq, it's Shaquille O'Neal. You know, former NBA star Shaquille O'Neal. Now he does, you know, analyst work or something. But yeah, basically the joke was Shaquille O'Neal just hangs out in the forest and you run into him on occasion. Oh, very funny, Falcon. Oh, what'd you think about yourself? Yeah, I did think about that myself, okay? I am not gonna have you sit there and sully the joke of Shaquille O'Neal on the Force, man. So here we found, let's see, another gray shirt. Clean rags is pretty good, so we could stomp. Speaking of wounds, are we good here? I have a minor cut over here, so you know what? Let's go ahead and patch that up right here. Oh, we got the other pair of binoculars. We can make some full binos instead. Now, I believe in order to fix it, we're gonna need... I mean, we have 2 bino parts already. I think we need assorted small parts or something. I think. I mean, it's not a necessity. I don't have to fix the binos. I think the scope that we have should be enough, so I'll just ignore it. We did get a meat cleaver. The meat cleaver, it's about to break. Condition is 1.3, so it's kind of not really worth my time. The boots are really good. You're a left shoe, 60% condition. I have a matching pair though, but the condition's a lot better on you. Alrighty, fine. Let's go over here and just sacrifice fashion for better conditioning. There you go. Ooh, another lighter. I will take you as well. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Are these cargo pants? They are. Cargo pants have more carrying capacity than the jeans, so... You know what I'm gonna do? Get out of here, pants. Put those on instead. And... There you go. I mean, the capacity isn't really that much more, but whatever. How's the condition on you? 25.9. You guys were 50. Yeah, the condition's a lot better on the jeans, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. Oh, the foil, the foil. Well, I mean, I don't need the foil now. I can make foil suits later, assuming we get to that point. So I ignore it. I'll leave that shoe behind, too. Hey, Martha Guy, I left a pair of shoes there, at least one shoe if you need it, so just a bit of a heads up. When I turn here, he's cool. He's kind of leaving me alone. I thought we were fine, dude. Yeah, get out of here, okay? You don't want any of me, okay? I got a wrench right now, and I got a spear. I will kill you, so leave me alone. Let's see. Don't like hills, but let's go up to the hills. We have a city down here, too. I guess we'll probably go to this event, the Isotope Mine, to show you guys what happens there at the very least. Yeah, why not? So if I die, at least you know how to avoid dying, because I haven't done it in a very long time. Destroyed office building, let's check out what we have here. I will use a lighter for this, and we got ourselves... small parts, I will take those, sure. That's really... Oh, the string could be pretty useful for some future things, so I'll take you as well. That's really all I want. Another bag over here, too. Not a bad idea to have a couple of extra bags in case the one that I have here breaks, which is a 30.4. Yeah, it's bound to break at some point. I would like to find a legit backpack, but thus far, no such luck. Alright, let's come back over here and end our turn. We'll do a bit more scavenging. My clean rags have fallen apart. Down here. Minor cut. So, luckily for us, it did bring some... Those extra rags that we found, I brought them with me. So, let's go ahead and patch ourselves up. We're not completely healed just yet. And this right here, I don't have to leave it behind. I could always just clean it, but I do need to find myself a pod first, which we had the pod, mind you, in the mobile version, but as I move over to PC, now I don't have the pod anymore. But I would like to find one so we could boil some water and also clean these rags so we could use them for injuries without catching an infection of some kind. Alrighty. Like, a lot of people don't understand that this game is really in-depth. Like, I'm making it look a little bit easier right now by just kind of talking and just kind of going about what I'm finding here. But this game is really, really in-depth. Infections, you know, diseases, what you eat, what you cook. Every little small, little minuscule thing is so important in this game. And some people could tell me, oh, it's a boring game, Falcon. Well, it might be boring to you, but honestly, this is a thinking man's game when I think about it. Because everything you do, you kind of have to plan out for. Terrible things can happen if you don't plan properly, so, you know. Whether this game is your cup of tea or not is really up to you, but this is honestly like my favorite survival game to date. The Long Dark's pretty up there too. I like The Long Dark as well, but this right here is kind of like really special place in my heart. Let's go ahead and check this out over here. Use another lighter. Ooh, we got ourselves a torch. So if it's nighttime, we can actually move in the dark with a good visibility. It's a crude one. I mean, we have room for it, don't we not? No, we don't. But we can make room for it. Get out of here. And how do I rotate you again? It's been a while. How do I rotate? I forgot how to rotate. I tell you, I haven't played in forever. It should not be this hard to rotate. Oh, wait. Is it R? You know, R for rotate? No. Here we go. It's A and D. A and D. That would make sense. So put that right over here. Oh, well, you got this one too. Go together, my friends. So at nighttime, you can just light that puppy up and still continue wandering at nighttime, not being too worried about being ambushed. Speaking of which, nighttime is almost here. We're already in evening time. Let's go over to the isotope mine as I promised I would. So we're done with turns here. Let's go ahead and end our turn. And... oh, God. Yeah. Dusk. So now you can see our limitation. We can't really see too far now because it's dusk. We can see 1 hex ahead because we have the telescope, but everything else is pretty much darkened up for us. But, remember, we dabbed that torch, right? So what if we go ahead and use that torch now, along with the lighter, turn it on, and let's see what happens now. So, monkey wrench aside, torch at hand, and we'll put the monkey wrench here for now. What happens now? Well, you can't see any further, but it lets you move 5 turns. So when it's nighttime, completely nighttime, and you try to move when it's dark and you have no light source, your movement is constrained to only 1 movement per turn. While you have a light, you can still move your entire 5 or whatever amount of moves you get per turn naturally. So, believe me, do not undervalue the use of these torches, man. And we have a shack over here. Let's check out this Shaquille O'Neal over time. And we'll use that as well, why not? Found nothing at all. Isotope mine. We'll do that next turn. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, I remember you too well. I remember you well too well. You see this fella right here? It says, stranger, yeah. He's not a stranger, though. This guy is part, at least he should be. I'm going by the you see that little blue satchel across his chest? He's part of a cult in the game, and they have this disease that will kill you. And in order to cure this disease, it is such a pain in the rear end. You have to jump through like 100 loops to kind of get this thing cleared up. And it requires like this entire storyline event. So whenever I see those guys, I run the opposite direction as soon as possible because he is such a pain in the backside. And the thing is that because he's infected, any sort of contact with him can indeed get you sick. You see that now? It's completely dark, so we're down to only 1 movement instead of 5. This is where the torch comes into play. And with this guy around, I don't want to spend any time here. So I'm sorry about not doing the isotope mine, but at the moment, keeping myself infection-free is a bit more important for me. So let's come over here and just turn on a torch and just run to the hills right now, because I don't want to get infected with the, I think it's called like the blue frog or something. I don't know, it's been a very long time. Blue something. So as you can see now, we have our 5 turns. Unfortunately, it's not going to take effect until the following turn. But for now, we just run. Just run. Do not follow me, you dingus. Alright. We can't see where we're going, though. That's the other downside here. But I can tell you this much. I'm going far away from where I saw that fella. My torch fell apart. If you're wondering why it went down so fast, it's because of the crude torch. I need to make a quality torch for it to actually last longer. So now we're in the dark again, but I think we got at least far enough away from that blue dude. And hopefully avoid some sort of terrible disease. Now, speaking of which, I do have a couple of rags, even dirty ones. So how about we toss you over there along with you and make ourselves a quality torch. And then that quality torch will be combined with... just get over there. With you. And... well, no, not reversed. Quality torch lid. There we go. And now we're once again good to go, and we have a quality torch, which should last a lot longer than the crude one. So, I'm just trying to make enough room between me and that blue guy as much as possible here, because it worries me quite a bit. Uh-oh. We went too far down. We went too far to the south. Devastation on a monumental scale mars the land before you. It looks as if someone hosed down an entire country with toxic chemicals, set it on fire, then bombarded it with artillery for good measure. Pools of caustic liquid are everywhere. Most everything that was once here has dissolved, melted, burned, or turned to dust. Hardier materials have eroded more slowly, leaving skeletal evidence of small towns, farmsteads, tree trunks, and creatures. Toxic miasmas float in some places, clinging to the ground where reactions release them into the air, and warning signs, both of official and homemade, litter the boundary. The silence here is deafening. No birds nor critters, not even insects. Nothing steers in this caustic swamp of destruction. Nothing lives here, or at least, nothing is alive here. And what this is telling us is that we went too far to the south. So if I look at my map here, that's where we started. We've traveled this far below. To give you an idea of the scope of the map, all this is stuff that you could actually search, and there's plenty of different events and locations you could go in here. Ultimately, what we want to do right now is head over to Detroit Mega City. That's what kind of gets the main storyline progression running. Waking up at the facility and heading over to the Mega City of Detroit. And that's where you kind of get the entire main storyline going. But obviously, you don't have to rush it there immediately. That's what I'm doing some little scavenging about. But we have hit the bottom portion, which is more than enough here for us. So, I'm going to wrap it up here for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned, I'm not entirely sure we're doing an entire series on NEO Scavenger. If you want to see one, you let me know in the comments. Let me know by leaving a thumbs up, and we shall do so. But right now, I want to do this video to kind of give new players a bit more tips, you know, because of the mobile release. There might be some new players, and also to kind of announce that, you know, congratulations to the winners, and sorry for those who entered the giveaway and did not win. But I hope you guys that won are enjoying it, and for those who did not win, keep an eye out. I'll do some more giveaways down the line. And if you want to see more of NEO Scavenger on the channel, you know what to do. I will catch you next time.